MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Justin Steele, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Gene Segura standing in. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Gene Segura.
First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now, so the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You notice, Dan, as well as I do, 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Hey.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat starting right now.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now here it comes.
Oh, wow.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. JT Realmuto waits on deck. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Standing in, JT Realmuto, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Phillies down in order, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Kyle Gibson will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, coming on Kyle Gibson to pitch. 4-pitch mix. Not an overpowering guy, more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy. Fastball 89 to 93, curveball, changeup, and slider. He's a guy you'll know if he's on early, he's going to induce a lot of ground balls. If he's getting pop-ups and fly balls, that's dangerous. He's not a power-type pitcher.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Happ with a 2-1 count now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Suzuki stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Balls down.
Outside, 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Happ on at first, nobody out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. A bare hand for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, that was a much-needed run right there, D-Roll. A long shutout yesterday, but they strike early in this one.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. From an offensive standpoint, you just want to get a run on the board. Give your pitcher a chance to go out there and attack. Have a little longer leash and not worry so much.
Into the box, Patrick Wisdom, as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Cubs 1 and the Phillies nothing. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Here comes the first pitch. Kyle Schwarber is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. A bouncer to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
So now to the plate, Matt Vierling. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and chopped to third. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. The 0-1 offering. Gregorius, a Dutch-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
1-2. Here it is. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Stepping in, Alfonso Rivas. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
Here comes the first pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting sixth, the catcher.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Wilson Contreras swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
stepping up to the plate, Rafael Ortega. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ortega is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways. This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
That's shortstop.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Set. Here it comes. Nico Horner comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Camargo brings it in time to first, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Justin Steele.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Justin Steele, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with two gone. Gibson comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-0 pitch. It is in there for strike one.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs pick up. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball three.
You can bet they love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And it's fouled away. Count is full. Here's the pitch.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Base is empty here with nobody out. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Liner towards second, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He's out.
Safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Second base.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first base.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that'll bring up Gene Segura as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Gibson rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score and the Phillies tie it. It's a 2-2 game.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he sends it on the ground to first. And he is in there.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Kyle.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, D-Row, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Looking at his career totals, Hoskins enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get them both.
Now
coming to the plate now, Matt Vierling, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Has a look, now the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning. And Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch. Matt, back to you.
The batter.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So striding in, Suzuki. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Fouled away. On the season, Suzuki carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball that misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air to center. Vierling will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. The pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The third baseman.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The pitcher, number 44, Kyle Gibson.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hayward on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. At the plate, Patrick Wisdom 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone into the bleachers. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
Standing in now, Alfonso Rivas. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball. Now the pitch. 3-0 now.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. One out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Digging in to try it again, Rafael Ortega. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked on the ground down the line. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nico Horner.
Striding in, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Gibson comes set. Here it is on 2-0. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubbies 3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Two and 0.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. So here now's the pitcher, Justin Steele. He'll lead things off here in this one. Jonathan Villar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Jonathan Villar.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Career against Kyle Gibson, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0 and 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1 and 2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Has a look, now the pitch. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder Suzuki. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ethan Roberts will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And here comes the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. Two and one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Matt Vierling. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now
that was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
First pitch of the at-bat. Didi Gregorius is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now a throw over. Runners on first with one down. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The third baseman, number 7,
Johan Camargo will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Number 57 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For the Chicago Cubs, number 57.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1-2. Here it is.
I got to count 2-2.
And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Jason Hayward.
The center fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. This one's into the bleachers and gone.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Now back
At the plate, Patrick
number
Wisdom.
16.
As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Into the box, Alfonso Rivas.
What the
As
fuck?
the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Into the bleachers and out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now 6-4. Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound, and a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. James Norwood takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 49, James Norwood.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras.
Wilson.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? Yes, says Freddie Ferguson down at first. Strike one. The 1-1 home. It is a slider that backs up for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Line drive to center field. Vierling has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next
So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. So striding forward now, Rafael Ortega. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. 3 runs already home here. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. A little bit outside. 2-1. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no?
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Shortstop.
Digging in, Nico Horner. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1's the count.
And he's way off balance with the swing there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Still only one out in the inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Nick Madrigal will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 1, Nick Madrigal.
Fouled off. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back safely. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Two out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Popped him up. Gregorius is there for it, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 4. Alec Bohm is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 28, Alec Bohm.
Michael Givens is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60, Michael Givens.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Now here's the pitch. Full count. 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tie run to the plate.
This is line to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back on it is the left fielder, and it's gone.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In now, Nicholas Castellanos. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. The 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Left fielder, Kyle.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get your head for a little while.
Marquez.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Fouled away. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 5. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Christopher Sanchez will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
61.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Stepping in now, Suzuki. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. The relay.
Oh, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Jason Hayward will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. None out, runners at first and second. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit fouled over to the right side. Strike 2 now. The 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Count is full. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Yan Gomes will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
1-1.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away. So stepping in, Wilson Contreras. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Wilson Contreras becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Clint Frazier will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Out in front of it, strike 1. One and one, the count to Clint Frazier. The set and the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Count even at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Popped him up. Camargo shading to his right. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 77.
All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Matt Vierling.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And there's ball 2 now. Called strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
3-2 now. Chopped down the third baseline. He spoils another one and will do it again. The next 3-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, well below the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So here's Johan Camargo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Simone Muzziotti will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 40, Simone Muzziotti.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Norris.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted into center field. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 7-5. Jose Alvarado is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Alvarado is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. Frank Schwindel will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Frank Schwindel.
Good job, Frankie.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped up. Camargo is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The batter, the second baseman, Ian Happ.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still up 7-5. Manuel Rodriguez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Manuel Rodriguez.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Gene Segura.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Settling in now, Nicholas Castellanos. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Catcher, JT Realmuto.
Ready now, JT Realmuto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying into the basket, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, although the wind's blowing in right here, these guys are staying on the attack and driving balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a pitcher to go ahead and attack the zone with the wind blowing in. If you can keep the ball in the big part of the ballpark, you feel like you have a fighting chance, even with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Go to the immediate order, make them put the ball in play.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-1. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Philly down to their last strike. Chopper to short. Reined in. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 57 claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kyle Gibson struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Manuel Rodriguez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For Philadelphia, 6 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.